Traders, good morning. Happy Wednesday. We got the team in here. Kevin, Perfect Fall, and Emmanuel. How's the green team doing? Got the 7-Eleven. You're racing to get that green month before the account is locked for the trading day. Guys, there's a few I'm working right now, so I'm slightly distracted, as my title would suggest I shouldn't be. Yeah, this pre-market's been fairly busy. TRIB, I like this against 220, so I'm working a position here right now. Sissy is an interesting one. SISI is tiny float, so I'm really trying to be careful here as well. I like this one for the crack of the 720, but it slowed down quite a bit. TRIB came out with a little news this morning. I'm looking to probably get one more hit on this one. TRIB, the thing is, this thing just squeezed up from $1 to 344 3 or 4 sessions ago. So I'm monitoring TRIB for that 220 level. It's getting a lot of the hype on it right now. Yeah, Sissy has been kind of tricking me out this morning. Every time it gets close to that crack in the trend, it's popping back up, and now it's kind of going sideways. So I'm trying to be mindful of that and careful there. TRIB. This one, the 220 is really the area I'm watching here. $220 is the area I'm watching on TRIB, and then PGEN. Man, so this hangover I went a little heavier on. Right now it's not working out, but I mean it could provide a decent entry. PGEN. I'll show you that chart real quick. Here's PGEN. I mean, 320 has not been able to break on PGEN from Friday, Monday, and Tuesday sessions. So I took a 500 share short on this one, pretty much against this 320 ceiling. It's climbing up towards it a little bit right now, but PGEN, I do like that one. I sized a little bit heavier on that play. And then TRIB, the 220, I'm monitoring carefully. So red on 3 names right now. Not fun pre-market so far. Not a fun pre-market so far. TRIB, see what she's going to do against that 220. A lot of the action is there. And then I feel uncomfortable not being able to play stops. That's kind of the uncomfortable nature of pre-market, especially working a few. Probably not wise to be working multiple like this when you can't place a stop. PGEN, see what that 320 is going to do. TRIB 220. Probably about my first trade was here on Sissy. Perfect Fall 854. Took a little stop there and then revisiting it. I like SISI. It's a very tiny float, and clearly that one can be a little dangerous. So a couple minutes till the market opens on up, guys. Let's see what's going to happen here. Anything else you guys are looking at? There are a few different plays like AUUD. AUUD climbing up towards VWAP. That one's interesting. TIVC. The Magic 20 held up on TIVC, and then that got rejected. Regrets there. NBY just hit the Magic 20s, as Fades just pointed out. NBY. Sissy going sideways under VWAP and 750. And I like GXAI for kind of a hangover. GXAI, yesterday was the big play. We got Baron in the building. Baron in here. Good to see you. Let's see. Man, I'm getting wrecked right now, though, guys. I'm getting wrecked in pre-market. Man, I wish Sissy would work out right now, but so far, not working out in pre-market. Probably going to have to come out here Sissy before the opening bell. Yeah, I'll take it off, Sissy. God dang it, I'm not playing that one well at all. SI. All right, so got a little hole to dig out of this morning. Got to focus in. Got to focus in a little bit here. TRIB 220 is the area I'm going to be monitoring. And then fades NBY. NBY, I do like that one too. The 120 already hit on NBY. Could size it against the 220 area. And then PGEN, looking for that one to stay heavy against the previous close. And of course, Trib, I'm going to be probably hitting that one again against 220. 220 on TRIB. A lot of resistance up there on TRIB. I do like that one. I've been kind of kicking back with a few hundred shares at 192. I threw an order out on MBY. We'll see if that gets taken out. MBY just got taken out. I'll hit that one again against a $1.20 if she gets up there. Market's about to open up. Guys, let's have a good green day. All right, TRIB. Let me think what I'm going to do here. I was planning for another hit up there at 220. NBY, a little bit of a spike out of the gates. All right, got filled some more shares on NBY. Pretty much stop is a $1.20 on it. I want $1.20 to stay heavy on NBY. Place the stop up there at $1.22 on NBY. PGEN, the hangover, looking good. TRIB starting to look good. Oh, I got to make sure I don't get locked out, though. I can only lose about $100 more dollars. Because I got a couple good trades I'm working. So NBY, start pulling back on down. TRIB, looking heavy here. TRIB, do I smack it again? Let me think. I feel like I got to scalp a little bit to dig myself out of the hole, guys. That's my dilemma right now. $192 average. All right, MBY I'm out of. I'll take that 10 cents right there on 300 shares and look for another smack on that. All right, so got a little bit of profits back on that. NBY, I'm pretty heavy on this one. I got 1,000 shares at $1.10, so I need that one to stay heavy against the highs. It's annoying. The ones that you like are most convicted about sometimes are the ones that don't work out, that you size in on. Okay, Vaughn, I'm thinking about that chart I sent you yesterday. The trader that literally sized all the way down on Sophie. All right, what did Sissy end up doing? Yeah, F you, Sissy. God dang it. I always knew it's going to happen. Sizing and risk management. Very, very important. Sizing and risk management. PGEN, the hangover. So far, so good there. And then NBY. Man, I do not want $1.20 to break on this thing. Yeah, it's a too many shares, 1,000. I haven't gotten one of these bigger trades to work is the problem with this account. You know, every time I size on something, so far it has not worked out. All right, NBY. $120 I'm focused on a lot right now. Getting back up there, I'll stop out of NBY. Stop incoming. Stop incoming. Sizing down and giving them a little more wiggle room is probably the idea on something like this, by the way. You guys know as much as I stop out of these at the top. It's probably the idea. All right, NBY, let's see the 120 hold up. TRIB still sitting at 180. What's Sissy doing? Sissy 720. This is holding up here way more than I'd like it to. NBY, really frustrating. It shot down to like 111.12 and then just popped right back up to this resistance again. I'll take it off. All right, so right now I just got PGEN on the leftovers. RCKT, Baron? Oh, yeah, I did see that. There's been so much going on this morning. That's been a little part of the problem here. So much going on to look at. It's good and bad. RCKT got a little bit before that drop. Good. Yeah, RCKT now is going to be heavy. It's got a trend line that it just cracked under, 380. We could look for an entry on RCKT up against that 380 mark. TRIB, we could see if that one's now heavy. And AUUD doing a red to green move. NBY up to $1.24. Okay, PGEN. That's helping. PGEN, the hangover. That one's pulling back. I need to stick to... I said that yesterday. I need to stick to just trading hangovers because they work so well. Or size smaller on some other plays. Oh, man, I got large hole to dig out of here. RCKT, I do like this one against 380. Like any pop there to short against that 380 is not bad. And TRIB looks real heavy. I was fairly convicted with this one. Never got the full position on it just based off of Thursday's move. It had a lot of resistance, 220. TRIB. AUUD is interesting. I mean, it's getting my interest here. It's doing a red to green move. A lot of pre-market resistance on it. I think like 320 is not bad. AUUD 320. All right, let me get the gun loaded. AUUD. I got a sign. I got. How do I size this thing based on my stop on the day? PGEN. Just try to get a fill on that one. 298. And then I'm going to be turning my attention to AUUD. Yeah, AUD almost smacked it there, 297. Let's see that one up at 320. Getting my attention here. See that 320. Yeah, cross VWAP. It's got a lot of resistance here in pre-market. 3 to 320. 320 is going to be hard for that one to reclaim. Rocket still monitoring it for a pop. TIVC could be heavy there. THAR doing a little red to green move. NBY hit $1.25. I still like NBY. Sissy doing a little red to green move. Love it. Love all this chop. All right, PGEN I got a fill on, so I'm down $100-ish right now. We can recover this. AUUD, that one's heading up towards the 320. I got the finger on the trigger here. 320 over under is going to be the risk guide. Don't want to be too early here. Let me go in half shares, 295, and then hit it again at like 310. 320 risk. What did NBY end up doing? Still sitting. Where's she at? NBY? 115. God, it is a good play. I really like NBY. Top backside plays. Yeah, give me just a second. AUUD, let's do this. Let's give her the old smackaroo up here against 320. The good old smackaroony. Stop 320. And work out for me, AUUD. Come on, work out for me. I got 300, 297, 320 risk. I need an elevator down. I need the good old elevator down, boys. It was a partial elevator down. We went one floor down. Let's go like 2 or 3 floors down. All right, I'll take half off on the 10 cents right there. I'm looking for some more on the rest. And then I'm going to be looking at MBY as well. Let me see AUD. I don't want to get out too quick here because we just pulled back. Probably going to experience a little more panic. The red to green move down here is 278. 278's the open. I don't mind smacking it again with 320 being the ultimate risk guide. I'm gonna flip around while that's doing its thing. Yeah, PGEN fades was a good backside play. NBY looks heavy against the highs. Sissy on a failed red to green move attempt. GXAI, I do like this one as well, fades. I haven't worked it, but a little spike there to 2. That could be a clean fade off of yesterday. LASE, by the way, 2 fades. Slower backside play, selling off. XNet. Why don't I just focus these? INTC dump. Trib in the 60s. Trib in the 160s. And NBY. That's so damn painful. All right, NBY is floating up here. That's one I'm still eyeballing. NBY, look at this upper wick to 125. It's still floating up here. Looks like it wants to put that upper wick in and go green to red. AUUD popping back up over 3. If this doesn't keep the fade on, guys, I think I'm just going to start scalping today. Some of these plays. NBY at 104.5. Cue the music. Perfect fall. God. 1,000 shares on this one. Okay, I'm still looking at NBY for something here. AUUD. Decent reject. I could hit that one again. NBY I'm eyeballing against, of course, the highs there. It's trying to go red on the day. Rocket's been heavy and fading. Good work there, Baron. AUUD looking real heavy on that reject. Sloppy seconds reject. I may hit it again, guys. I haven't taken it off. I was going to see if we were about to halt down. It was panicking a lot right there. NCT, got it. That was a tough reject. I'm kind of kicking back with AUUD. Man, it'd be nice to size one of these. NCT I'm going to take a look at. All right, NCT. Not a really extensive past chart history here, but good alert. Halted up. We'll throw it on the watch list. It's not. I mean, we got 520. I'm seeing 520 past chart history. NBY, this is where we size it. Dink Bink. Yeah, okay. NCT just opened up. NBY. All right, let me take a look. I gotta hit this again for something, guys. It's just gonna be so damn annoying if this thing stops me out again. I'm gonna go 350 shares on this thing against the highs. And I'm gonna size it a little bit if we climb back up. I'd be so annoyed there if that thing. Okay, AUUD. I'm gonna take all of this off at 273. All right, slowly digging our way out. I only took 50 off accidentally. Let me set a trail on the rest. 25-cent trail on AUD. All right, let me, Baron, what ticker was that? NCT. Okay. I like 520. I do like 520. Of course, it's likely not going to get up there. It's tapping the 50-day moving average. I'm just trying to think of where I'm going to risk this, because 520 is a bit to ask for. Okay. NCT. Let's think about this one. Sometimes the thinking gets you in trouble. Yeah, tap the 360 50-day moving average. Is rejecting off of that so far. NBY, I swear to God, dude, you're gonna cause me to have to get another computer. About to send the fist through this thing. NBY, I'm gonna hit it with some more shares right here. 113. Have 550 at $1.09. I mean, some people would say, hey, it's a miracle she's giving me more of an entry. I get it. The emotions are just like, do not stop me out of this thing again. I want to fade this one throughout the day. I mean, fades and I like it for a reason. Set the stop up there. Okay. AUUD leftovers are working out just fine there. NCT, I was way too hesitant on. Baron, good alert. That was great. I couldn't determine my risk on it quick enough. Yeah, great alert there. Dang it, Kevin. All right. We do the whole flippy flip. Quick pump and dump, Stink Bink. Yeah, that was perfect. Good eye there. Sissy looking weak on this. I've already taken 2 L's on Sissy. I'm probably not going to trade it again, but It's just either something there. Still going sideways. 750 being kind of the risk. LASE, one of you brought up for a fade. That one's been doing real well fading. Good job there. NCT. Yeah, Baron, I think there's still meat here. Let me try to get a sloppy seconds pop on it. That's what I'll be looking for. And that risk would be the highs. NBY is fighting the open. The open on NBY is 109. So climb back up there. NCT. Yeah, NCT, here we go. Sloppy seconds pop. I gotta put a limit order on this. This thing's flopping all over the place. $320 was the fill, not great. I'll give it 360. I mean, I wouldn't want this thing to reclaim, and there she goes, up towards it. Let me think. Sloppy seconds working out. Sloppy seconds working out. Finger is on the trigger here, NCT. I'd like it back under 3. NBY looks like it's working out. I need to put a limit order to get out on this thing. It's just so quick. Like limit on your exit. Let's get another drop back down under 3. Come on. All right, half off. Yeah, see, that messed me up right there. You gotta have limits on these things to get out. Okay, I'm back down to 100 shares there. I think I'm gonna kick back. I could see this thing at 280. We're climbing our way out of this hole, guys. I'm finally in the green on a few of these names. NCT, Baron, I love that alert. That was great. She's a scary one, though. You gotta size appropriately on something like this, because she's like 3.95 million the float's what it looks like. Looking for high 80 cover. Gave juice. Nice. Fades caught that one too. At Bolt, you're red right now. What's going on? I think I'm red too. It's been a challenging day for me so far. Pre-market kind of sucked for me. Let me try to get a better fill than fades on this. I'll do a 290 fill. I'm just messing with you, man. Yeah, it's been a hard morning for me, so I'm trying to let some of these winners work some a little bit. Just not let the losers work, let some of the winners work. But I can't really like trail this thing. It would wick me out. So I'm gonna see if we get the fingers on the trigger, because if we get an elevator down to the 270s or so, I'll take that off real quick. It's heavy right here. She may be doing that here soon. I'll take it off right there, right at 3. Okay. All right, we're red. $50 now, which I pretty much have over here on the side. Whew, almost maxed out on the day. Climbing our way out. AUUD, the trail's still working there. NBY, I'm kicking back with that on the day. I'd like to see that back under $1. NCT, it's probably good, guys. Back to the 270s or so. I get a little emotional taking those off. She's looking real heavy, though. A lot of upper wicks on NCT. Oh, Rocket gave a move right there. RCKT gave a move up to VWAP and is rejecting that right now. Man, that was decent. THAR. What are we doing? Up towards the 200 day. 200 day on THAR. God, I need more coffee for today. Good God. 200 days at 172. We got a lot of resistance at $2 on THAR. Okay. THAR loading it up. $2. We're tapping across on the 200 day. I'm gonna start with 150 shares at 185 and scale to 220. Reports pharmacokinetic simulation results for depression from fentanyl and ultra-potent opioids. Bring some clarity. Yeah, waiting for just the 100% up. Kayvon MU long. NCT. What did she do? 260s. Yeah, I took that one early. Good work. FaZe, did you hold that one through? Our Rocket looking great. Thar, the chart's good here, guys. This is why I try not to pay too much attention to much else other than technicals, because I mean, the technicals here are really good. I could fall in love with this one, but we gotta manage this risk well. It's just my main problem that I've seen over the years is this NBY chart. I top tick so many, and you guys know it. I complain about it all the time. You get tired of hearing about it. And I haven't been able to address it. Like, I was thinking, like, size down and give him more wiggle room. But when I do that, the market makers know it. And then they push them higher. All right, NBY looking good. Let's get that one down under $1. Thar here. I definitely start these early as well. Like, I could definitely feel this one heading up towards $2. It's crossing tapping that 200 day though. 172. 90% of the time these things will retrace and they'll end the day under that 200 day moving average, which is at 172. It's just a matter of sizing these appropriately on the day. Emmanuel, let's go. Green on the day. What are you working over there? Whew. Yeah, Baron trading it all this morning. Good work, Baron. Okay, I'm gonna try to get a fill on NBY. Like, and why should I do this? I like the fade here, like even towards 90 cents or lower. I don't want to take this one off too early. I might just let this one play out. All right, Thar pulling back. Let me look at the chart on THAR. It didn't quite make it to $2. THAR did not quite make it to $2. That's why I start them early sometimes. I'm trying to think of what I want to do here because I do want to size this one a little bit. That's why I like to start with feelers. Just start with the feeler. If it works out, you're in the money. If it takes a little bit longer, you can size it accordingly at that point. So it's trying to hold this trend line, THAR. It's forming a little lower shadow on it. We've put in a couple red candlesticks there. This ticker has to do with fentanyl, which may be causing it to some traders to get excited. They gave my when my wife had our second kid, they gave her a little fentanyl for the pain, and it looked like it works. I got you. NCT, yeah. Yep. Didn't take the leftover move there. Yes, let's go, NBY. I'm loving it. All right, I took it all at 97 cents. I probably didn't get back all that I lost on it, but yeah, this chart's slightly ugly. You see people posting charts all the time, and of course they're like, they just hit, smack, smack, smack into oblivion. And I'm always like, what's your risk? I just want to know what the risk is. No one talks about risk. They just post profits online. I want to know what the risk is. You're smacking this into oblivion. I mean, is the risk just a margin call? You gotta have risk, and just showing other traders that you make money doesn't benefit anybody. Let's add some value here. The value is in the risk. You have to understand what the risk is per trade. All right, are we in the green yet? Oh, 7-Eleven day. Guys, we're going to have to change our trading channel to like 7-Eleven trading. I put in all this damn work all morning just to go get a freaking weenie and soda at 7-Eleven. Okay, let me focus THAR a second. So it did crack the trend, and it's been going a little sideways. I could smack it again and just risk the highs here. I mean, that is just the liquidity moves. That would be tough if they did that. The chart here is exactly what I look for. THAR. We have such a ceiling at $2. We got 220. We got the 200-day moving average. We have euphoria. I mean, everything is what I'm looking for on THAR. So I'm trying to consider what I want to do here. Like I said, 90% of the time they're going to pull under that 200-day, which is 172. I think my main problem is sizing it in trading. Like, I got the risk down. I know what I'm looking at. Just I size poorly. I think that's really what my problem is sometimes. I don't size, I size too quick, like too heavy too quick, instead of being real patient, because we know patience pays. And speaking of sizing too heavy too quick, let me hit this one again. I'm a hitter again at 180. The risk is going to be high a day for me. I don't love that, but it's looking like it wants to start pulling in a little bit right here. Yeah, this has actually not been an easy day. It really hasn't been easy because there have been so many tickers to look at. I don't like that move on Thar. It's given sloppy second opportunities, though. Chart is so good here. I don't want to... Again, it's my sizing. I got to focus good sizing on this. And I'm trading it against the highs right now, which it could pop up to, is the annoyance. And I could come back and re-hit it, similar to NBY, if it's going to get back up there to the highs. Let me go ahead and put the stop in. Like 195, which it might pop up to right now. 195, I'll stop out and revisit it. But again, this name, this ticker looks good. Our first traders rehab at the 7-Eleven. Yeah, we'll rent it out for the day. Yeah. I'm not loving this Thar right now, and I just got stopped out up there. All right, guys. Back to 7-Eleven. AUUD, I'm going to take the profits down here on this rug pull down to 250. I worked that one real well. I love this chart. Probably my best chart on the day. AUUD. Let that one work out. Good. Leftovers working there. Green 14 right now, but all cashed up. Yeah, there's the damn rug pull on Thar. NCT at 216. We got to start leaving 100 shares, guys, on these. We got to start leaving 100 shares on something like that. Fighting the emotions, right? Like, my emotions are telling me, AUUD I did well at, but the emotions are usually for me. One of my trading struggles is, take the profits, when you have them. Because NCT was a beauty. Thar might mess me up because I really like this ticker. I mean, I just stopped out of it. The 220 is really nice there, but I'm just considering if I need to wait here like 30 minutes or so, because they're kind of, it feels a little trappy right now. Thank you, MG. I appreciate that. Oh, Lay's was so good. Lay's 380 to 320s. Just these hangover setups. Man. There's some good looking charts today. All right. Yeah, PPCB, somebody pointed out, Baron. Yeah, that was a play the other day, wasn't it? PPCB. I remember this ticker. Yeah, it's doing something similar that it did last week, by the way. Monday in pre-market, put in a big move, and then sloppy seconds once market open and faded off of that. And we're doing the same thing here today. Wednesday, pre-market, put in a couple point move, and we're popping right back up to those levels. The daily chart, this barcodey, I mean, it doesn't look good. It's an interesting chart. I mean, there's certainly volume here, and we have 620 as a risk guide. There's a few things I don't entirely like about it. Sissy ended up being good. I don't know, man. Like inches away from having a massive green day. We're still here, though. I've recovered nearly a couple $100. Let me flip through some tickers. There's been a lot to look at today. PPCB maybe. I don't like the chart overall, but 620 could be the risk guide there. THAR, I'm still eyeballing. Fades pointed out this may have been the liquidity sweep up to 207. I think so. I think that could be right. This is one I feel like they're going to chop around, and I need to size down enough to where it's not going to bother me if this thing shoots up 20, 30, 40 cents, you know? So maybe just throw a couple hundred shares at it, knowing it's probably end of day going to be at like $1.50 or lower. MG left some shares on the Sissy. Nice. Yeah, because she just 720s dropped down to 620s. At Bolt, what are you looking at? Hopefully through 6 on Sissy. AUUD's been such a great fader. Dink Bink sub $2 on what, the NCT? My God. See, just a leftover position there would have made the day. Let 100 shares dropping a point off of 3. Rocket's been so good too. Off of the sloppy seconds push to VWAP. PPCB 560s down to 5. Mr. Barron catching it. Yeah, I liked it, but I was a little hesitant there. Just the daily's weird. Good work, Baron. Baron, you should be good in the green now, huh? Good in the green after that. Let me see. I don't think I'm going to chase this one down. Base in this morning in the 480s. The open's 490. Thar just put in the move to 226, guys. I think I'm going back to Thar. I'm going to start at 210. That upper wick there, I like it, guys. I like the 220 upper wick. That may have been the liquidity sweep. I'm going to go ahead and get started here. If it's starting to look good and heavy, I'm going to size into it a bit. I know, perfect fall. It's just ridiculous. This is the chop that I get involved with. That upper wick I like. That felt like the rug pull and the Magic 220s. I may just size this thing a lot, dude. I'm going to size this. I'm going to start sizing it, risking the 226. I'm putting the stop in at 226 right now, by the way. I have 400 shares here. So this one will hurt. I think I'm just going to leave it at that. 400 shares, 226. That'd be about $80, $90 loser. I mean, is it going to do another upper wick up there? I mean, that's the question. Is it going to do another one? This is my setup, so I feel like I need to size it. I got the risk in. Can I get one ticker that I size to work? Because this is going to put me in another recovery mode on the day. This thing climbs back up to the highs. All right, upper wick. Hold up. Let's get this thing to profit take a bit. Back down under 2. The daily's clean. Everything's looking pretty good here. Outside of the trappy action. But I noticed that and started waiting. I kind of was waiting for what we just saw. So why? Why, Thar? Fades MBY on elevator watch. All right. Is that one still under $1? Thar, man, come on. Let's profit take. This thing keeps getting bought back up. Thar looks good, but it's really holding up better than I thought it was going to. Let me see what it's going to do on this pullback. Okay. All right. I'm about to probably take it off early. Monitoring it closely here. I may take it off early. It's holding up better than I anticipated that it was going to. So I don't want to get involved in a whole nother liquidity sweep after sizing it. But again, this is likely one that you just need to kick back on. Like size smaller, kick back on. I sized a little heavier relative to this account, thinking we were going to reject a little bit sooner and show it signs of a little more heaviness than this. When they go fast up towards those levels of resistance that I'm looking at, 220, like the faster it is, the weaker it should hold up. When you go fast and then you start kind of going sideways, stair stepping, it's showing signs that you might do that again. It may do that again. Okay, I got to get out. I'm taking it off. It looked heavy, like it was about to crack there again, and then just spiked right back up to the highs. All right, I'm red on fees right now. PPCB, good work there, Baron. I know the watch list is pretty rough here, Dink Bink. I'm gonna try Thar again in a little bit, but AXTI, is this one halted up? No. AXTI, a little bit of a move there. I swear to God, Thar, I was just sitting with you for like 20 minutes. If you start cracking now, I'm gonna be mad. Gonna be mad, Thar. Yeah, it's where it's getting a little overcrowded, right? Fades. A lot of traders are on the Thar. The 220 is holding up well. Oh, why do I do this to myself? You focus too much on the individual candlesticks. Get in, widen the stop out, and just relax. The 220's holding up real well on Thar. Ain't that the market? Yeah, Baron. Good work on your scalp on it. Yeah, it looked like it was about to crack and then started popping right back up to the highs. I took the stop off, so it was emotional, and then just got out because it looked like it was doing a next leg up. I was convincing myself that this thing was about to spike up to the highs again. It had that euphoric move and then started going sideways. All right, so now I got to focus in. Got to focus in on the next setup. PPCB, maybe heavy under VWAP. Thar is still a decent trade there. GLE could get interesting. Joshua getting Thar at 215. Yeah. Good trade. Yep, 215, very good. Okay, Vaughn's with the MU long against the lows. Yeah, 114 is pretty good there. Oh. I know, Josh. I know. I disappoint myself with this. I certainly do. How can you, like, call these out and trade them so poorly? GLE, yeah, there we go, Baron. Yeah, GLE. Look at this chart, GLE. GLE yesterday, 105, down to 73 cents. 70 cents up to $1.34. Whoa. All right. All right, GLE's got 140 ceiling, 140 ceiling. Of course, we got the 120 magic area and some pre-market resistance in the 130s. 102 down to 85, back up to 107. Yeah, all right, GLE. I'm interested. This Thar chart is so bad. I can't look at it anymore. Try to stop out real well. Ends up biting me in the foot. All right, Glee. Let's move on. GLE. $1.20 would be good. Yeah, something. The 10 cents, that's in the back of my mind here. That's why I'd like another push. Another push up towards like $1.20. I think the 10 cents would be easier to snag. Yeah, I'm going to monitor it. And then THAR. I'm trying to think what I'm going to do here. Sissy might be given an entry soon. It's curling up towards 7. PPCB, good work there, Baron. That's a great chart. All right. Yeah, Glee already pulled back under $1. Thar is looking good, guys. I do not want to chase this down here, but she's looking good. Yeah, Thar's under this resistance line, past chart history, $2 that I'm looking at. Man, I don't want to chase this right here. Let me get it closer back up towards... If it pops over 2 right now, I'm probably going to hit it. Yeah, I'll go ahead and get involved with it. Right here around 2. I got one more smack for it up towards 210. And then 3 losses on this. I'll 3 strikes out, I'll be done with it on Thar. But I'm gonna try it again and give it some decent risk here, like up and over 220s. In fact, I don't want to marry this ticker. I'll put the 225-ish stop on it. Stop. And then refocus something else for now. But I got one more hit for it. Yeah, Glee is pretty good. Rocket, what a fade on Rocket. I was thinking before the open here that something I would like to put into practice is like less is more. Just trying to not take trades, because my degenerate self needs to be in a trade at all times. Yeah, LASE got the 520 short, MG. Let's go. Yeah, what I'm trying to size some of these names a little more when I'm in the green. Like rather than sizing them like what I've been doing is starting and sizing up towards a level. But sometimes of course you take a big loss doing that. Like on Thar right now, just smacking this thing up towards, the 220s, and then if it breaks up and through, you're taking a big loss. Versus let me just have the feeler. If it's not going to work against the 220s, then just stop out on it with your feeler. And if it is working out, it's staying heavy. You got confirmation of staying heavy. It's fading heavy against resistance, and you start, putting some more size in on it. Because it's rough, man, when you take, like, let's say you even have, like, 6 or 7 winners and then, like, 1 or 2 losers, but they wipe out so many of those winners because you size that loser, and that's a tough spot to be in. So I'm just going to kick back with Thar here and size into it if she looks to me like she's confirming. PRGX, you had it 320 yesterday. PRGX. What ticker is that, MG? Yeah, Thar's actually kind of stair-stepping back up here, so. It's a tough chart here. Keeps tricking me out. That's why I'm trying not to look at it. Sissy just rejected the 680s, pulled down to 640s. What did Glee end up doing? Glee is still holding in there. I do like the Glee. Yeah, MG, you're thinking about holding some overnight. Whew, it's tough. That's scary. They'll take some of your sleep away. Come out with, as soon as we start doing that, all this breaking news starts coming out. It's been hard to cut things off. The overtrading bug can screw us, yeah. Sometimes it means not taking trades. All right, Thar just went up to 210. Okay, I mean let's try to trade how I'm talking about here. Um, we got the confirmation that it's getting heavy, curling back up there. Let's draw our trend line out. The trend's down here on 2. The volume's kind of slowing down on it. So at this point, it's just an area to size it, and now we can risk like 212.13, that next high. I mean, I think there's something there, certainly on Thar. I'm gonna give it another smack here, and now I'm gonna adjust the stop on it because that looked more like confirmation to me. It's heavy on this trend. Volume's kind of slowing down on it, so the adjusted stop's going to be like 212 up over that latest high that it just put in. And seeing if we crack back under 2 and start our descent. All right, that was the biggest volume candlestick we've had on the day. I've been stopping well on it. That's the good news. The bad news is I need to probably not trade this anymore. I'm curious what she's going to do. Thar trying to blow up accounts. Yeah. It's like what happens when you reverse. You're like, okay, I'm just going to stop. I'm going to not short this. I'm going to reverse long. If you can't beat them, join them. And then as soon as you go long, they come out with an offering, and this thing just like smacks $1. Yeah, Thar. I mean, guys, I'm red on this name, a little red on the day. Thar's a tricky little thing. Been grinding on this trend line. 250, such good resistance. I love this ticker up here, man. The concern here at this point is like how many shorts are underwater, because we could see this thing rip up a little further. Clearly, the past chart history suggests this is a good short, but we could have so many shorts in on this thing that are thinking the same thing that's causing this. Thar is a heartbreaker. I mean, I'm happy with the risk management here, but dude, it's just like it's clearly trappy action, man. Getting those shorts involved with it. All right, I'm gonna. And then notice how it like puts in that wick right there and then just starts going sideways again. Is it going to try to hold like this 220 now? The concern here is the shorts could be underwater to the point where every pullback's going to get kind of balled up. It's going to be a little aggravating to trade. Glee ended up working out pretty well. Let me see if there's... Try to distract myself from Thar and see if anything else is going on. I have found myself here before, where I'm trying to find another ticker to trade, and it's just the Thar. It's just that one ticker that's got all the action. All right, so what we're going to end up doing, if there's nothing else with activity, is we're going to just have to sit here patiently and let this thing set up. Jank Bink, you're keeping the losses small enough to not get triggered. Yeah, I feel that too. There's a couple of these trades that I'm feeling a little tilted about, like the Sissy I stopped out of, and that worked out great. NBY, the 125 top tick there. Thar, I'm gonna kick back on here and see what she does. We put in the largest volume candlestick on the day there, 5 million shares. A lot of stops getting taken out. What a nasty candle. Nasty, nasty candle right there. They lure you in, chew you up, and spit you out. Okay, 220 is an area I did want to monitor there, and it just bought up off of that. THAR just bought up off of that. Oh! Let me see if we get a pop here and get involved with that again. Let me get involved. 218. Stops clearly, highs. $235. Is the panic about to ensue? That's the question here. We got our trend line 208. Trend line 208. Shot up to 247. Largest volume of the day. 230's consolidation. We need to crack under 210 and head down towards about $2, and we're going to fade on the day on Thar. That liquidity sweep right there, I mean, they could do it again. That's the largest volume candlestick on the day. I'm playing off of that at this point. That thing shot down 230s to 214, shot down 20 cents. We need a little bit more of that. It looks like some big orders are getting thrown on the ask as well. It has the attention. It could rebound. Yeah, it definitely. That's my main concern too, because there's nothing else moving. There's absolutely nothing else moving out there. Hotkeys are the only reason you're red on the day. Up to 247. Oh, you got a 230 average on it. Nice. The hotkeys got you in at 247. What a trade. Okay. Let's see what we can do with Thar. God, dude, look how I've overtraded. I'm overtrading at $47 in fees. It's ridiculous. Here's what I want to do with Thar. Pretty much what I did last time. If this thing's looking weak, heavy, and the top was just put in, I could see it going back under the 200-day, which is 172. That's what I'd like to trade here. I mean, it's Fade saying it seems done right now. I agree. I cautiously agree. I'm going to smack it again, even into this weakness, which I'm trying to get better at. Wait, did that thing just wick up to 230? Did that thing just put in a manipulation wick up to 230? I'm seeing it on TTP and TOS. Dude, this thing is ruining people's lives right now with that kind of manipulation. I about set a stop too, and I would have gotten taken out on that. All right, it's on this bottom trend right now, 210. Scam candle. Yeah, scam candle. Absolute scam candle. Hey, something is part of the green team. Let's go. Getting your gold bar. Getting your gold bar. Thank you, something. I appreciate it. Love the green team, even when I'm getting wrecked. Love you guys. As Perfect Fall said, account equals red, team equals green. That cracked me up. I can't. I just can't, Thar. This is too much. This is too much. Oh my god, man. Minus $86 on the day. Alright, setting the stop. 236. I'm so hesitant to set a stop here, but I've gotten played. I've gotten played so much on THAR. This will be it for me. If this doesn't retrace under the 200-day, I mean, I'd like to give it more room here, but it's like you got to play these upper wicks, man. That's where longs are now, buying that thing, stuck in it. Those are the areas you got to play against as your risk. I mean, the largest volume on the day. Yeah, perfect fall. That's too funny. Can we have a scam candle going the other way? Come on. Let's put in the scam candle down. Cracking the trend. Cracking under 210. This thing's going to wick me out, guys. I already feel it. I'm going to get wicked out on this thing. It was a valiant effort today. But it's looking like a red day. Went red to green. About to be back to red. What an exhausting day. There were like good setups today too. But kind of overtraded everything. A little kind of my problem. Overtraded a little bit of everything. When waiting for confirmation doesn't work out. Dude, this thing's going sideways here. I'm going to get wicked out. Actually starting to look like a good long. I'm kidding, by the way. Don't long this here. Although you might make some money. 220 has a lot of orders on it. 220 we need to get back under. Oh my God, there was a big bid sitting there at 220. They really don't scare me. Like they used to. I used to be kind of scared by those orders, but they don't. I mean, they really don't bother me anymore. It's just, it's kind of like the shorts see that large number and they're like, "Oh, I got the liquidity now to get through that." Okay, the trend line's back down to 216-ish. It's still kind of bullish on that trend line, guys. I'm playing it against, pretty much this upper wick, but it's still looking bullish, like it's gonna take me out up here, popping back up. 236 stop, but it looks like it's incoming right now. Yeah. I have not been able to get it going, guys. Not at all. All right. Let me head over to one of these. I'm going to work a little 5K account right now. If that's the top right there. Thar, if you just wicked everybody out and then you're about to shoot down. I know, Dink Bink. It's just, what can you do? Gave back the entire day on that thing. And again, the problem is oversizing here for me. I need to allow on these tickers for that some of this manipulation. Give them like 40, 50 cents even of those manipulation wicks. Just missed you on THAR for that 246, Joseph. Oh, by like a penny. All right, I'm on this 5K account. Let's see if I can get funded real quick. That's why I like having like multiple of these going, because usually I'm early on one account. I need to have like just an account for being early. Like have that account, and then as soon as I, top tick everything on it, I move to the actual funded account where I get good entries. That's what I'm thinking about doing. Oh, I love it. Perfect fall. I know, Kayvon. Just like get the DGen 5K going, blow it up, and then get the better entry. Because apparently I can't help myself with getting in early. So just do that on the 5K, then get the better. Like, have my stop set and have on the 50K funded. Have my order there. Oh, here's 220. Let's see if 220 is about to crack under. Nope. Oh, wow. 220's got some orders on it, man. Yeah, still on this trend. This 220 trend line. Dink Bink calling that. Bouncing hard off of that 220 trend. Couple upper wicks in the 240s. Again, it's like we know where this thing's going. Just a matter of time. Sizing. I gotta work on the sizing. Sizing be the issue. Wait, did it just do that again? Put in an upper wick to 250. Did you get your fill? Did you get your fill? Who? What? Dink Bink. Was it you? Or hello, Joseph. 246. You should have got your fill there on that scam candle. I mean, how many scam candles can this thing put in one day? Wow. $250's about to break through right now. I'm utterly stunned. For better or worse. I'm right there alongside you. I got $50 risk on this thing. Yeah, this 5K eval is a $50 max risk, so I mean, if it heads higher, I'm done. I'm dumb and I'm done. These just they suck you into them, man. Yeah, it's just going to be a long all day. Apparently, we need to take note of. We need to take note, like when there's not. This has happened several times. I've taken these mental notes when there's nothing else to trade except the one ticker. That should not be, uh, making just making this kind of a move. I mean, it does. The irrationality becomes rational. Getting sucked into these things is the lack of discipline on my part. When there's such higher predictable setups, so many other higher predictable setups to be trading. Like maybe take a stab with smaller share size on this. But do what Fades is doing. Like Fades will take, a few small stabs at it, but he recognizes, yeah, there's my $50 gone. Recognizes the unpredictable nature of this, and then sizes a smaller on it. Michelle, I got into a marriage, man. I got into the marriage, for better or worse. There were a lot of good setups, Michelle, earlier, but I mean, I couldn't distract myself enough to find anything else. Joseph, you got out break even. James, the cell order, like a prison cell, is what Thar put us in right there. Yeah, there you go. Fades nailed it. Perfect example of whether you're disciplined or lack of discipline. Today, lack of discipline here. But they draw you into these names. They draw you into these names with these upper wicks. I mean, this was a decent entry right here. So put in that 247 upper wick, the most volume on the day, by the way. Climb back down to the trend, bounced up. Sloppy seconds there against the high a day. Like that's an okay entry. But after that step away. If I could put a few little rules like that on my account, it would help me tremendously. Like per ticker. I don't know if they could do that, but just per ticker, no more than 2 losses, and then you can't trade that ticker anymore. I mean, that would help me out. But yeah, I am very thankful for the adjusted loss on the 25K eval. I put to $200. I can't lose 50 cents on it, guys. I can still take a trade here, but I can't lose 51 cents. So I better hit the top. I better hit the top. No, I didn't hit the top. Commission did me in. All right, there we go. Yeah, the 200 has certainly helped me out, though. 200 has helped me out, because otherwise I would... I have seen that reducing that has certainly helped out. I could probably reduce it even further. I mean... If I'm averaging, like, if my green days like yesterday are $100, what do you guys think? I mean, probably the max loss on the account should be about what your average day is, right? $100. Doesn't give you a ton of wiggle room, but I think that would help the account move in the right direction, especially those days where leftovers get me over that $100 green day. But Fades, did you size? Were you sizing a little? So when you traded Thar, I know you gave some back. You were sizing smaller on that one. Yeah, that's real smart. And then some of the other ones you were trading, you were a little heavier on. Yeah, I need to. So sticking to the 2 losses per ticker would have helped on Thar. It's these days where nothing else I'm seeing, and then I get sucked into them. That PPCB was good, and then over trading, really over trading. Michelle, the NCT, was such a beauty. Oh my God, the thing's at 146. All right. I'm about to like tattoo something to my forehead. I'm getting so aggravated with not like you don't need anything else, man. You don't need anything else. Like leave leftovers, go into a coma, go take a nap. Do what Baron does. Just go take a shower, go walk your dog, and leave leftovers. Dude, this thing, $3 I took it off at. Idiot. I mean, this was a beautiful descending triangle as well. Off of that high, euphoric high, and it looked heavy. And I'm so eager to take it off. Not thinking, okay, this thing can run another 1.5. Why am I taking a piece off and leaving leftovers to work 10 more cents? It just doesn't make any sense. Kayvon, this was 2 points a share right here. 340s to 140s. What a day. What a day. C-Pop is hanging in there, guys. Trying to find something else. C-Pop holding $1. Lessons learned today for sure. I could feel it too with the Thar. I'm like, there's nothing else in play. This is gonna be less predictable. I need to walk, and that's when I was down like $80. Like I just walk, and I didn't walk. Yeah, some lessons learned today. All right. If you're sticking around, probably don't. Probably don't stick around. I mean, like, this is all I'm saying on Thar. 250's holding up, but this bullish trend line is still bullish on the trend line. That one's a difficult trade, clearly. Tomorrow, guys, I'm really going to let leftovers run wild. The NCT has me tilted. That chart is just utterly insane. I need leftovers to be a forget it position. Like, seriously, I'm not allowed to touch it. Here's the trade here. So leftovers is going to be on a trail, not allowed to touch. Okay, you guys keep me to it. We are not allowed to touch leftovers. All right. So learn from my lessons, or learn from my losing consciousness over here from these ridiculous trades. Learn from my mistakes. Yeah, at Bolt, you're watching Thar still. Yeah, I mean it's just not a trade. It's not. There's no trade there. If you long it, this thing's gonna elevate her down. If you short it, she's just gonna wick you out. It's a market maker's dream because there's making so much money on the back and forth of this thing. It's just should have been in a void forever ago. Yeah, Phage, 340 to 290. That's like 2 lessons from today for me, really. I mean, for the love of God, Kevin, size down on the Thars. I started getting heavy on it, and take no more than 2 losses. Size down on the overcrowded tickers of the day. Leftovers on a trail, you're not allowed to touch. Set the trail and forget it. Size down the overcrowd tickers. We're going to size up the hangovers. Size up on the hangovers, which would have been, like, for example, the LASE. Hangovers work way too much to be sizing down on those. These are the higher predictable plays, 380 to 333. GXAI, $2 down to 174. Mad at myself right now. It's aggravating. In hindsight, easy Green Day. There's another song for you, Perfect Fall. The hindsight Green Day. Size down the overcrowd tickers. Leftovers don't touch. And then no more than 2 losses per ticker, guys. That's it. That is absolutely it. No more than 2 losses. Those 3 things would have are really good rules. So I need to stick to those on the account. I'm really going to throw those on a sticky note and make sure I come face to face with those in the morning. Because that's account altering if I can stick to that. It's difficult for me to do that. I mean, sizing down is going to be like, 100 shares or something on the overcrowded ticker of the day. So it's not going to be much, but if I am going to trade it, size down, no more than 2 losses per ticker, leftovers on a trail, and cannot touch. All right, anything else you guys got? CPOP up to the magic 20, and be more patient. Always have to jump into these things too early. CPOP at 120, perfect. Glee ended up working out well. And Thar, Thar doing Thar things. NBY was one of my favorite tickers on the day too, and it's like leaving those. Yeah, I took all of it at 97. But that chart really suggests, she could fade really down to 90 and under. So, all right, guys. Tomorrow, this has been a red week for me so far. Aggravating. Tomorrow I'm going to be at Trade the Pool. And Friday, I would like to do another Friday night live stream. I'd really enjoy... I think... What's the vote, guys? I think if fades, you're free. I'm putting pressure on you. Let's do it. I think a Friday night live stream with fades and I would be really fun. I'm going to do a vote here and see how you guys did on the day. Start a poll. All right, there's the poll. Let us know. Are you green? I'm already needing. I need the bourbon for Friday night. Guys, I went to the local my local ABC. And I do as most guys looking for allocated bourbons do. I'm like, you got anything in the back? The manager took me back there, and he had a bottle of 1792 Sweet Wheat, which is an allocated one, and said, hey, the guy who he had his name on for that bottle never showed up. So he's like, you want it? I'm like, yes. There were some good bottles back there, too. There was a Weller 12-year. Some of the Buffalo Trace stuff, too, like Eagle Rare and whatnot. But I got a decent bottle for Friday night. All right, we got 10 votes. Are you green? Good. I mean, 60%-ish are green. We can do an account, 5,000 account giveaway this Friday night, too. I'm likely going to be doing the Friday night live stream. I'm going to see if I can get Fades in there if he's free. And we'll do a 5,000 account giveaway. People are losing their A's on Thar right now. Again, glad I got the risk. Glad I got the risk on these accounts. It's going to be a red day here, guys. Let me know if there's any other tickers you want me to look at before I wrap it up. James is in MBY at 109. Yeah, good patience there. We've had to be patient, right, for the 10 cents. That one looks good to fade. I could see it under 90. I could see it under 90 today. Tomorrow I'm going to be sizing a little heavier on the hangovers, and if I'm trading the Thars of the world, it's going to be real small. Yeah, C-Pop was pretty good. That popped up. But outside of that, it's just like THAR, and it's kind of in a void pretty much. Fade, you're down? All right. Hey, let's do it. All right. I'll get her all set up. I think I'm going to try to get like a 25K going with $100 max risk. I think that's what I'm going to do. Hello, Joseph, getting his revenge. Revenge trading on the Thar. Yeah, that's those are kind of the emotions in the backseat too, like this subconscious emotions going on. Like probably why I kept hitting it too. Like I wanna. There's good opportunity here. I want to be. Look at that wick right there to 307. Bad manipulation. A lot of manipulation going on with that name. Kayvon the automation. Yeah, it's you can link Trend Spider and Signal Stack with TTP to pretty much set up a bot. There's no coding required. They have like a ton of different automated tools that you can utilize. Like even with the hangovers, I could set up, and that's what he's doing. Michael Noss, he's setting up a bot literally to trade the hangovers. Yeah, you can pretty much your strategy. You can just set it up and automate it. I love it. At the same time, I mean, I think you should have some systematic trading going. I've been working on the bot trading as well in the background with my brother because he's a programmer. But like, there's something about discretionary trading. It's just something about it. Like, you should have it going, obviously, because of you want to make money, feed the account, not the ego. But certainly there's ego too, right? I mean, like, there's got to be some ego involved with trading if as a sport. I mean, imagine like automating sports where it's just robots. It's not going to really be a market for it. And plus, I love the psychological side of trading. I think with trading, you learn how to trade. You really learn many of life's skills. You learn the discipline, how to manage yourself, how to be introspective, pretty much becoming humble, eliminating much of the ego. There's so many things psychologically I love about trading that I think benefit people as a whole that can, get it figured out. Dude, I should mention this to you guys. Last night I watched this video that popped up on my feed. It was like day trader turns murderer. I was like, oh, wow. This sounds interesting. I mean, I've had some bad days, but never quite gotten to that point. So this was in the 90s. I think his name was like Mark Barton. You guys should watch it. It was quite interesting, dude. This guy... Yeah, let me see. Mark Barton. Is that his name? Mark Barton, 44-year-old day trader. Oh my God, dude. This dude had like a bad string of events going on with his trades. He owed the company he was trading for like $30,000. It was different back then in the 90s. So you would go, pretty much think like prop firm. You have to go there to trade. You were a client of this firm, but you would utilize their margin. You would utilize their margin and their computers, their software, their trading software. So he lost like $30,000 of their money, and they pretty much said, we don't want you as a client anymore. It was fairly. I mean, there was mutual respect. There was no. That's what the boss man said. He said, there was really no ill will towards them. You're losing money. You're losing our money, not paying us back. You got to go. Yeah, so the guy, he was very tilted. I think a month later, he went to several different of those firms around in New York, might have been California, and he just started shooting everybody. He killed his family. He killed, I think, 12 different people. And then he killed himself. So, that being said, if you're still with THAR, maybe just cut the loss. Yeah, check out that little documentary. It was on A&E. It's only 10 minutes long. Very interesting story, though. I hadn't heard of anything yet demonetized. I hadn't heard of anything that severe before. I mean, I've heard of people starting GoFundMe's and maybe even taking their own life, but not that guy was tilted to another level. He should have been working at eval. All right, guys, anything you got left before we start wrapping it on up? Did Thar put in the upper shadow of the day? SRRK. Every time I'm about to step away. SRK right at some moving average resistance. $35 stock, up from 30 to 35. I don't see any news on it. May have not been released. Insiders buying this thing up. About 30, about where it is. That 35.50 is some resistance left of the chart. And 50-day, 200-day right there as well. So if you guys are sticking around, throw this one up. I'm going to certainly throw it up. SRRK. Quite spready. Yeah, I'll revisit later and see what Thar's doing. It may be a decent hangover by tomorrow. But guys, stay safe and disciplined. Don't go Mark Barton style. Go watch that documentary. Email averydaytrading@gmail.com if you need any help, have any questions, or if you want to send me some words of advice, I'll be glad to take them. But we have some new rules on the day, so I'm excited about that are going to help us out moving forward. Tomorrow I'll be on the Trade the Pool stream, and then Friday night we're going to try to do a Friday night live stream with fades, and then we're going to get a 5K giveaway going. So grab you a drink, kick back, relax, and we'll learn a lot from Mr. Fades come Friday night. All right, traders, appreciate each and every one of you.